Hi, everybody. Live from the ACCUSTATS Arena, Lucchese Hybrid Cues presents the 15th Derby City 9-Ball Championship. We're coming to you live from the Horseshoe Casino and Hotel here in southern Indiana. This is our 5th consecutive year here, and we'd like to express our gratitude to them for being such gracious hosts. We'd also like to thank our signature sponsors, Diamond Billiard Products, Aramuth, Simonis, and the BCA Pool League. And a special thank you to each and every one of you ACCUSTATS fans who have been with us all week. We really, really appreciate what you've done for us. 281 players began the 9-ball division. There are 7 players left. One player still has a rebuy. That's Sean Putnam. Mike DeShane got the bye. He is waiting for the next round. We got a terrific matchup here, so let's get right underway. Our first player comes to us from Toronto, Canada. He's a former U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's a former World 9-ball champion. He's a 2011 Derby City Bank Pool champion. Sponsored by OBQs and Puyat Sports, it's the smallest man with the biggest heart. It's the Lion. It's Alex Pagulayan. Thank you very much. His opponent from The Hague in the Netherlands. This gentleman's a 9-time member of the Mosconi Cup Team Europe, former Mosconi Cup MVP, former World Straight Pool champion, and he's going for his 2nd Derby City 9-ball title. Sponsored by Gabriel's, Longoni, and Kamui. Please welcome the Terminator. It's Niels Feijen. All right, this is one race to 9 to survive and continue. We're going to go ahead and send it up to the booth to Mark Wilson and Hall of Famer Danny Diliberto. Take it away, guys.
Pool fans and players, we are coming to you from the largest professional billiards tournament, the Derby City Classic. This features 9-ball clash, features Niels Feijen opposing the fan favorite Alex Pagulayan. These two players make up a couple of professional pool's elite. Mark Wilson here alongside Danny Diliberto. And let's hear from Danny regarding his pre-match perspective.
Well, I like Niels Feijen. He's playing great, but I'm partial to Alex. I think Alex, if you include snooker, he's the best all-around player in the world. And Kenny never announces it, but he won 2 consecutive years the Canadian National Snooker title, and that's something to say, you know. He is a great player and the most colorful, I believe.
On paper, this match too close to call, wouldn't you say, Danny?
It sure is. Sure is. Niels never played better. And, of course, he ran 2nd in the 10-ball tournament last night, and he showed all kinds of heart to come back and make it close.
Trains like an athlete, always shows up every year, improved in some facet of the game. He was a journeyman pro, and now he's an elite pro.
Yeah, he sure is. And like you said, he's always in condition. And I like the Europeans because they work out. They jog. They ride bikes. They're ready to play.
I was looking at the last remaining 24 players last night out in the field. There's not one guy that is not fit and in shape. You didn't see any fat guys out there. So that is a testimonial to just how rigorous playing at this level is.
And he has an amazing break, does Neil. Niels, actually. There's an S. From the Netherlands.
Okay, here we go. Good square hit, centers up the cue ball. This will be a race to 9 ball. We're employing a 40-second shot clock.
Well, he has a shot on the 1, but see the 5 balls tied up with the 7. This is going to be a tough run out for anybody. I think we're going to see some safeties eventually. But first of all, the 1 to the 2 is no bargain. You know, he could cinch the 1, but he'll have an awful thin cut on the 2. Got to draw it back a little.
Jacked up over the 9, tough shot.
He drew it back more than a little. He overdrew it.
Struck it very well.
I don't know
if he has a
can
shot, but it was a nice stroke is what I meant.
It was a great stroke.
Very solid, kept his body still.
Yeah, I don't think he can make the 2.
Looking in the kick safe, it's not He's just going to hit it soft and try to put the 2 up by the 7, which will get him out of the inning, but not much more that he can do with this shot other than try to get himself back to the table one more time.
Well, I wouldn't kick this 2 too hard because, you know, you're the underdog when you're kicking. If he left a shot on the 2, he certainly wouldn't want the 5 to be open.
Chose to use his 30-second or 40-second extension here in the opening stages of the first rack. You get 1 per
Oh,
rack.
he made it. Look at this. He went into the ball, gambling on getting a shot on the 4, and that is kind of a straight pool shot, you know, when you open up balls and you have an insurance ball. In this case, he concentrated on hitting those balls, but he didn't get a real good shot. He does have a bank, but I don't think he'll be shooting that.
Just because it's too much risk for
Right.
the
You're betting the
shot.
game on this bank, and it's not easy.
We figure that he'll put the 4 ball in the center of the end rail and bring the cue ball 2 cushions down table, get some distance. 1 cushion anyway.
Well, he left the 5. I don't mean he left the shot, but he left it hittable. So we're going to see Alex, I believe, playing a safe. I don't see any reward in trying to make this, plus it's a tough shot.
Alex was nicely attired right prior to the match with a suit coat. Wearing a nice shirt that's embroidered with his sponsors, OBQs. There's, on the back you can see Pagulayan.com. That's his website. Playing a safety.
Well, he lives half of the time in Toronto, which is close to Buffalo, and I see him there. In fact, after this tournament, he's going to Toronto for a week, and I hope to catch him there, except if the snow is too high. Buffalo got a lot of snow.
No, big opportunity here. Tough shot to get, but does lead the position should he make it.
He's going to go 2 rails off the side rail, which makes the shot tougher. He missed the ball.
Hit
He
the
got
ball.
the position, but he missed the ball.
Hit the ball a little heavy.
There was no bargain there. Well, he left the 4 in the corner pocket, but getting to the 5 is going to be another story.
He would have to jack up and pound this. I don't think he can follow forward. That complicates accuracy. Well, now he's queuing up as if he can follow forward.
No, I think the 6 is in the way if he tries to go to the 5 in that pocket where he's standing. I think he'll hit the 6. We'll see. Oh, he made a good effort. He didn't really get good position on the 5 anyway. Now, Niels can cinch this and play the 5 in the far corner past the side, and that's what he's looking at. Tough position. Tough position here. The speed is funny. The 9 could be in the way. And then if he doesn't get a good angle on the 5, he can't get to the 6. It's not easy.
Good shot there. Niels, one of the few players that plays with his cue well outside of his right eye. Many of the players go right down the center of their chin. He's off to the side. Another player that reminds me of Earl Strickland. Also plays that way.
He got an angle. Very good shot. He's been playing so well.
I was really, really impressed with his performance throughout the entire week. And I am always more amazed every year I come here. But his straight pool play was stellar. He had nice patterns and well planned. He works hard. Some of the guys just scramble around the table making shots. He actually planned out his runs and would have 3 or 4 stop shots at the end of each rack.
Well, he showed so much heart last night. He was losing 7-1 in the finals of the 10 ball with Dennis Orcolo, and he made a charge and fell short.
Yeah, he was trailing 10-9 when Orcolo closed out the match, 11-9.
Draw the ball, go right to the 8, which he did, and he left an angle to get to the 9 with. I think he goes 2 rails and plays the 9 in the same pocket. He can even go 1 rail, which he did.
This is a race to 9. Niels' perfect position here. captures the 9 ball, wins the first rack. Niels Feijen 1, Alex Pagulayan 0.
We're playing rack your own, so if you put a bad rack up, you got yourself. Well, it used to be a big issue, you know. They would claim the guy put the rack on me, but and they're too particular about the rack. I've been saying this for years. Come on, rack them, get out of the way, and break them. Okay.
Tremendous break. Doesn't look like he's going to be rewarded, but boy, did he ever hit him.
He did. He didn't make a ball. Left the combination 1-4, but I don't know how he can control things and have a shot on the 1. That's going to be tricky because if he makes the combination, the 1 might be snookered by the 6. Well, let's see what happens.
A lot of work with the cue ball, too, because they have to go right down in the vicinity of the 9 ball where a lot of different things could happen.
Yeah, there's nothing easy about this.
Shot clock's trickling down. I think Pagulayan's going to call an extension. He does.
Yeah, when you call the extension, you get another 40 seconds. This is the Accu-Stats arena, and I love the clock stuff because I like fast play. Well, he didn't even make the ball. And look, he would have been all right. The 1-6 is a dead-end combination. But what do you do with the 1?
Well, I think he's going to play the 4 because the combination's a little bit risky where the 4 is a cinch. But then, like Danny said, you have to control the 1 ball to make it a viable option. No sense pocketing it and not getting a good shot to win.
And that's what'll happen. He can make that 6, but I don't like where the 1 is going. The 5 is like a little bit in the way of the path you can go with the cue ball.
And that's what Niels is surveying right now.
There's a good shot of everything.
Well, that 6 is laying pretty good from this view.
Maybe
he is better served to play the. Then he wouldn't have to have the big issue with trying to control the 1 ball.
I think it is the right shot. Shoot the 6. The 1 might bounce out. You might have the combination 1-4. Not really. I knew the 1 was going to get funny. Now, do you want to bank it? The 1 will bank towards that pocket where the 3 is. It's not a gimme, but if he makes it, he's going to have position, of course, because the 4 is hanging.
No, the 2 ball down by the 8 will be the next.
Oh, the 2 is next.
Yeah.
The 2 is next. And he has a shot at that in case he makes the 1. He's cutting at it.
Tough ball to get.
He made it, but he's going to be snookered, I think. No, he's fine.
You know, gorgeous stroke there, too.
Beautiful.
There was no reluctance in it. A very fluid transition from backswing to foreswing. Got right through it. Nice speed control. You'll be playing a lot of pool before you can make strokes like that on stressful situations.
Good hit.
Low left. Picks up a perfect angle. 4 ball plays well from almost anywhere on the table.
5 is right near the 4. He's got to get good on the 5 to get to the 7, though, because the 7 does not go by the 8. It goes in the other pocket. Yeah, what angle you want to get? You want to get the straight in angle on the 5? I don't think that'll get you to the 7.
Yeah, looks like he'll back it up to the center of the table here.
Well, he got the 1 rail on the 5 to go to the 7. That's what he needed. He falls on the 7, this rack is over.
Most of the players play this 2 cushions as opposed to 1, so they don't end up settling into the rail. Here he comes off. Yeah, releases from the 2nd rail, falls in line. Now it's 3 stop shots, and that's good pool. Close out the rack. This was well played. He had a couple big shots early in the rack. That 1 ball in particular. Good decision making, good execution. Niels Feijen leads the match 2-0 over Pagulayan.
Well, you can't do anything but wait your turn. The guy behind Alex is Warren Lee from Florida. Right there, good friend of mine. Happy guy.
Good pool fan.
Oh, he's a nut. He drove all the way from he didn't drive, he flew. I'm the one who drove. He's really energetic back there. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. Well, fine, set the break again. If I could, I would love to hit him the way he hit him last time, despite the fact he didn't make anything, because he got all kinds of ball action. Cue ball stood in the middle of the table, very nice. Another good stroke.
One went
ball.
in the side. Where are you? 2. There you are. That little hit helped.
Yeah, looking good for Niels now. He's got some work to do positionally speaking on the 3, but got a good open shot at the 2.
Well, do you want to hit the 3 or do you want to use some left-hand English to try to get to the ball in the other right-hand corner?
I think he'll try to go between the 3 and the 4 and just settle for whichever one he bumps. No, he was able to negotiate
Beautiful.
around him.
Beautiful.
That's way superior.
Very good shot. He'll get the perfect angle on the 4 to go to the 5. And all Alex could do is watch.
We just watched Bustamante play, and in his 9 wins, he won the match. He broke and ran 4 times. That's pretty strong.
Especially, he confessed to being very tired. Long week, and he's been a contender in a few of the divisions. That'll wear you out.
More than that, he's probably going to be the all-around champion, too.
Oh, he is. He
yeah.
is. That's in. That's a given. Okay, he needs a little angle on the 5 to get to the 6. Don't want to get straight in on the 5. Perfect. Perfect. You want an easy shot and an angle. And that's what he got. He's playing very well. And Alex is watching very well.
Yeah, like you said, all you can do is bide your time. He's hitting the ball so clean and so good. I just love the way this stick goes through the cue ball. Get that slight pause. A very compact swing. Cannot say much bad about his fundamentals. 2 cushion position now. Got a stop shot on the 8. Perfect angle on the 9. Terrific. This would be the first break and run out of the match. Set to go. 9 balls in. Niels Feijen 3. Alex Pagulayan 0.
How old is Niels, would you say?
Have to be in his early to mid-30s. If I was to guess, I'd say he's 33. I usually know. Failed you on that
That's
one.
why I asked you, Mark.
I know it, but never ask your co-host something he doesn't know. That's embarrassing. But nonetheless, I didn't do my homework.
It's no big deal because whatever his age is, he looks great.
And he's going to be here for a long time and getting better every year. So all these other guys are going to have their hands full.
Well, we got a lot of players that fit that description.
Sure do. The depth of the pool world, despite the fact that the sport's in decline, at the elite level, it's never been stronger.
Never is right. That's the big difference nowadays or a long time ago.
Yeah, I
It's
was
deeper now.
talking to a guy yesterday, and he said, yeah, my first match, I drew Bustamante, and I was thinking about it for a moment. I go, well, you shouldn't come here if that's something you didn't want to have happen, because who was you going to get, Archer or Appleton or Pagulayan? You go right on down the list.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to draw an easy match. There's a lot of guys here that you don't even know their name that have plenty of game. Okay, Niels Feijen set the break here. Rack number 4. The first time the cue ball kind of got away.
It got away. It went under the table. It went in the ball return.
So now Alex gets to come to the table, and we really get a real good look at his game now.
His first real opportunity to get a win here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got to get the angle on the 3 to get to the 4 because you want to get kind of straight in on the 4 because the 5 and the 4 are both on the end rail. So you don't want a cut shot or you're going to get away. You want to fall right between them. He's got a good chance to do that with this angle.
Kind of a tricky position play
Right,
here.
this is the whole rack right here. He
He's
got too thin.
Serious problem.
He got too thin. He's going to lose the cue ball a little bit. Had to get fuller than this.
This will be a pretty shot because he can go up and down the table, but it has to be perfectly struck. There's very, very little margin of error on striking.
Right.
Look, he's getting the bridge out.
He's got obstructions.
That almost indicates that he's intending to play a safety.
Yeah, he don't have to cut at it. He can shoot it straight on and stick, and he should get him. But he's shooting it. He's not going to get position. I like your shot. He's supposed to shoot it straight on, stop the ball, and the 9 will snooker hitting the 4.
Called as the extension. Each player gets 1 extension per rack. In case the match goes to the last rack, each of them will get 2 extensions. Hit it pretty good, Danny.
With the bridge, he
Look at
sure
that shot.
did.
Look at that
Oh,
shot.
that deserves some applause.
Very appreciative audience here, recognizing the difficulty of that position.
Was tough, especially with the bridge. Very tough. Hit it perfect. Well, the 8's a little bit in the way of the 7, but he can fall on the side rail off the 6. That would take care of that.
Go in the inside position or inside spin. Come out. Boy, nice speed there. Look at that. Laid it up there like ball in the hand.
Just got to draw the ball now and get it on the side rail. Unless you want to stop right there and cut the ball in. That's what he's going to do. That's perfect. He could have got a fuller angle going to the side rail, but this is automatic position here.
You know, Alex is always so effervescent and fun. I mean, he just is very endearing to the fans. And I'm sure you must have seen this before, but it's amazing to me. Have you ever seen Alex imitate the other players' strokes and mannerisms?
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
It's absolutely hilarious.
He does a good Michael Jackson, too. But right now, he better do something in pool. Forget about dancing and singing and telling jokes.
Well, Okay, the player with the biggest personality, Alex Pagulayan, wins that game. Trails in the match 1-3.
He's taking a break. We're going to have a player's timeout here.
Okay, Alex Pagulayan racking now, soon to be breaking. Trails in the match 1-3. Pretty nice audience in attendance, although things are winding down. I notice a lot more free tables than we've seen all week. Out here in the outer arena, I see Shane Van Boning performing. He's still in the 9-ball.
Well, we would have had a better crowd, I believe, but it snowed pretty hard about 4:30 in the morning here. I don't know about you, Mark, but I don't like to get up in the morning and go out in the cold and snow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we're Yankees. We're from up north, and we detest winter. People from the south, I think it'd be really fun to see some good snow.
Yeah, but there's nutty people who like to be in a hurricane. They're curious about that.
Yeah.
Forget that, folks. Don't mess with nature. You're helpless.
Also notice John Brum back in the 9-ball playing Sean Putnam. And Bustamante is playing... What was he playing here?
Oh, yeah, we're going to show this shot. This was unbelievable.
Great position play here.
He went straight up and down, didn't hit anything. He's watching. Look at the way he's watching this. He wants an angle. That's what he's pulling for right now. He likes it.
Oh, Bustamante's playing Shane Van Boning, so some high-profile players here.
Well, Putnam's the only one with a buyback.
All right, Alex going to the same side of the table that Niels Feijen was breaking from. 3 balls, the wing ball. That's the ball most
right
likely.
in.
Yeah, the ball most likely to go in.
Look where the cue ball got kicked, and look where the 1 is. He has nothing.
That's a rarity to see the 1 ball on the far end below where the rack was.
Okay, what do you do here, Mark? I know you got to push, but you got to have a trick push because the guy's going to give it back to you.
Niels will look at the safety. I don't know what he's got in mind. I think Alex has got in mind if he gets it back, he might kick behind the 1. Send it over, try to... Yeah, that's what Niels is looking at, too. Put the 1 over by the 2, maybe use the 7-ball to
And if
block.
you hit the 1 full enough, the cue ball won't go anywhere because after it hits the rail and the ball, it still has high on it. And it'll try to go forward, which it can't, so a lot of times it'll just stop there. Let's see, if he hits it full, he's going to be right behind the balls. Yeah, you can't give this one back because it's too dangerous to shoot next.
Yeah, it's too good of a shot to let your opponent shoot.
Yeah, he's kicking at it all right. If he hits it full, he's going to love it.
A lot of spin.
Well, it leaked out. I think Niels, unless the 2 is dead in the side, which it's not, I think Niels is going to be kicking next inning. I think you go forward here, bank the 1 a little bit and try. Well, he's going to come back. I like freezing him on the 2. I like going forward and try to freeze him right on that 2 ball. Because if you freeze a guy on a ball, you take away a lot of the kicks. That's what he's trying to do, and he did it nicely. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Impossible to kick at that ball 1 rail. He has a 2 rail kick. He put his finger where he has to hit. He's not going to waste time looking at it because it's obvious. All you got is a 2 rail kick. Look at that shot. That's what you want to do when you snooker guys. Freeze them on a ball. That takes away a lot of the kicks.
Yeah. Alex introduces Niels to the 2 ball here.
Yeah, he's going 2 rails. He
Yeah.
didn't hit. He hit it. He brushed it, which, like I always say, it's better than ball in hand. Even though he left him a shot, it's still better than ball in hand. Not much sometimes.
You know, Alex comes to the table, open look at the one. Ball's all open on the
Yeah,
table.
he's going to kill the cue ball here. He's not going to hit rails, just the one rail. Pretty good kill. You got the right angle on the 2 to go to the 4, and you can be off the cushion when he does it. The 5 goes in the same pocket as the 2, so he's got to get the angle on the 4 to get to that 5.
Powers it out there. It's
Well, he's
just
got
a little
the
funny,
angle.
yeah.
No, he's got the little bit of an angle, I believe, to like force past the 8 and take the shot on the 5.
Are you saying draw or top spin?
No, I say center. Just about between low and center. You will glance.
But then the position
Enough.
play off the 9 is tricky to get to the 6. Right? If he goes top spin, maybe he can come down table between the side pocket and the 8 and get an angle where he won't have to bump into any balls with the cue ball.
I think he's going to hit the ball, like I said, a little bit below center. Oh, he drew it 2 rails to the 5 ball. Now you're right. He's going to hit the 9, but it's still going to continue on perpendicular off the 9, I believe.
Yeah, the problem with this one is that when you graze the 9, you lose a lot of energy, so you have to shoot this 5 ball into the side pocket more power, so he's
Yeah.
going to play safe.
He's going to the 6. No, yeah, he played safe instead of the shot.
Good decision.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think he had the angle to brush the 9 and go right to the 6. You know, when you play a snooker, all you're trying to do is get a shot. He had the shot. So we'll see how it turns out. He might, get the benefit of that safe. But there, I thought he should have shot.
Well, once again, Niels has another 2-rail kick. And there's very, very tenuous and easy to make a mistake with when you have to kick 2 cushions. He's slightly jacked up over the 9 ball to complicate it further.
No good.
Yeah, and
So
he missed that
Alex
by a
here.
pretty good amount, but it was a good attempt. That's how hard that 2-rail kick is.
2 rails is so tough because high or low changes the angle you come off the rail. Tough. But now, Alex looks like a genius with that safe. Because this is better than he would have had.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we could all go to school on Alex's decision making there. I have no qualms with that. Because Niels missed that by a good bit, so you know that's how tough that hit was. Made a good effort at it. Alex gets a little more angle than he wanted. He's
Yeah, you're right. This
disappointed.
angle might go right at the 9 ball. He's going to draw it past the side, I believe. Can he hit it full enough to do that?
Looks like he can. Just drag it down, just past the side, hit the long rail, end rail, pick
Yeah,
up good
he's
shape.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be perfect. He's going to have an angle on the 7 to get to the 8 now. I think he gets to the 8 in the side.
Yeah, I think it's a 3 cushion position here.
Yep, there it is, the 3 cushion position.
Might have hit a little hard. Nope.
I don't think so.
Perfect. Settles in there nice. Got the perfect angle to
Yeah,
get him closer.
He couldn't have put it any better with his fingers.
Very entertaining rack here. As the 9 ball goes in. From good strategy, good execution. Alex Pagulayan 2, Niels Feijen 3. Yeah, by far the most interesting rack of the match so far. Couple great safeties.
You can get all these matches. Dial 1-800-828-0397. Pat Fleming will send you a catalog. You can get any kind of game, trick shots, 3 cushion, 1 pocket, now everything.
Well, you can get the catalog online too at ACCUSTATS.com. That's where I always go, shop. I have probably about 200 videos, pool videos. What player do you think I have the most of in my collection?
That's easy. He's a fan of Efren's.
I have just about everything he's ever done.
Yeah, he went all the way to the Philippines to be near Efren.
Yes, I did. Several times. Pagulayan set the break. Rack number 6 underway. Well,
Lot of
waiting ball.
action, but he didn't make a ball. Oh, he's going to be practicing kicking his next inning, I believe. It looks to me like he can cut the 1 on the left and go behind the 2 and 3. At least that's what you'd like to do.
It's just thin enough. He might consider playing the cross corner bank with safety with the speed that he's primarily playing safe, but might make it. If he just cuts the 1 ball to his right to play safe, the cue ball's going to be pretty hot, and there'll be a hard time holding it behind the 2 and the 3. Well, he's surveying just what he wants to do. I kind of like it, he says. He settles in. He's clear in his mind what he's attempting to do. Nope, pure safety.
Well, he didn't snooker him.
But he doesn't have to kick. One blessing for Alex. He doesn't have a very good offensive shot, of course, but a great chance to play a safety in return.
Yeah, I think you cut the 1 at the 6 and you let the cue ball go all the way down to the other end. The 6 will stop the 1, but you don't want to make the 6. Cut it thin and win.
All the Filipino players are great with these type safety plays because they come up so frequently in 15-ball rotation.
Well, you can't bank it perpendicular because of the 4 ball. That would be the shot if the 4 wasn't in the way.
He's not deciding what shot. He knows he's going to play safe. He's deciding how he's going to get the cue ball behind some clutter, and that's the tricky part of this.
I think cut it thin at the 6 and let it go. You might go behind the 3. Depends how good you hit the 1. If you hit the 6, the 1's going to stop right there. He did it pretty nicely.
Good call,
Danny.
Danny.
An edge.
Yeah.
He's going to leave an edge. More than an edge. But he didn't leave a shot. And I don't see a real good safe here.
Once again, it's tricky to return a safe. Another revolution of energy on the cue ball would have really put the cue ball in a bad spot here. As it is, Niels has a look at the 1 ball. So he'll be able to try to play some type of a defensive shot. Defense is such a big part of the game at this level because both players can run all the balls when they get an opening. So can't have too many open frames.
He double hit it and he went right in the pocket. Alex doesn't mind that. Alex has a chance to tie the match after going behind 3-0. The balls are all out in the open.
And what happened was it was a tricky situation to play safe from, so Niels took on a little more risk than what he really would have liked to, but that was just the arrangement of the balls. He got a double kiss, scratched right in the corner pocket. Now Pagulayan comes to the table, ball in hand, everything open.
He's right now trying to see not only the angle he needs on the 3, he wants to know how he can reach the cue ball. That's very big when you're not a big man.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. I talk about it all the time. Sometimes you got to take a longer shot just so you reach the cue ball.
And what you were saying really comes into play on the 5x10s that we used here yesterday, where a lot of these guys, you get a little bit lazy and let the cue ball get past the side pocket. It's very difficult to reach it. Unlike on a 9-foot table, when the cue ball's on a 5x10 right where it's at now, Alex wouldn't be able to reach it.
But the
distraction in the
shortest
audience.
man in the 32 field of 10 ball won the tournament.
That was Dennis Arcolo. Yeah. Well, there was a distraction off to the side. The tournament director went. Alex is kind of joking, but also a little bit dissatisfied with his position here on the 4.
Oh, he's fine. He's going to go 2 rails right to the 5. There's no problem here.
Okay.
Oh, there's the only problem. He missed the ball.
Yeah, he was a bit distracted.
Well, he's not very sharkable, but you're right. What it did is it stopped his timing. You know, he would have got up and shot sooner.
Right.
And that little bit of giggle and letting people know something distracted him, it made him not hit this ball good. It broke his concentration.
On 2 distinct separate times, he looked to the left as if to say, what's going on over there? And like Danny said, it kind of disrupted his timing there just a little bit.
It did. But he's not the type to later say the guy sharked him. By the way, folks, in case you don't know what that means, shark means distract your opponent. Whether it's your opponent that did it to you, or the crowd, or a noise, you know, you could break your concentration. But I've never been fussy about that because I think fans are a little too quiet. I want them to make noise.
Yeah, have a little energy, have a little fun. This isn't the gas chamber we're going to here.
Right. I use the electric chair.
Nice power shot there. Trickled the cue ball
Perfect.
1.5 for perfect position. And this is a kind of an unforced opportunity here that Niels received. Unforced error on Pagulayan's part. And with that, Niels Feijen takes the lead 4-2.
Yeah, he'd like to have that shot back with Alex, you know, because he had the same out that Niels had if he would have made the ball. But he didn't, and he has to sit there and wait now for his turn.
Yeah, the problem with those unforced errors is that they cost you oftentimes that game, but then some portion of the next game, because Niels is certainly capable of breaking and running out. The pro average is somewhere between 15 and 20% of the time. So for the price of that last error is at 1 game, but it's probably about like 1.2 games plus pretty often. The guy makes a ball on the break and plays safe, and you know, so before you get another opening, you shoot an open ball.
Oh, look at Alex. Wait, I'm sorry, because look, don't think he's picking his nose, folks. He's just rubbing the outside.
Well, that was nice of you to point that out.
No, I like to do that.
Yes. But my point is that oftentimes it costs you 1.2 games and you're kicking before you get back into the game. So easily can snowball into 3 or 4 games. All right. Well, here we go. Goes to his default happy spot here for the break. 7 balls the ball on the wing. Big long swings here. Power hit, square hit.
Flew in, the 1 flew in.
And the
2
2.
balls on the end rail. He made 3 balls, and he has a long shot and maybe a no shot on the 3.
Well,
Are you going to shoot the 9 here?
I don't think he has much choice because pushing out probably won't lead to much.
Well, he can bank the 3 perpendicular if he can stay out of the corner pocket, and that's a possible happening.
Right.
I think you got to shoot the 9 and go as long as you could on the cue ball.
The problem is that from this range, you know, it's a pretty tough shot, and you always say don't lose with a phony safety. Here he could play the 3 and the 4, and at the very least get some velocity on the 9 and 4. So maybe something could turn out, and he might get a backdoor safety out of playing offense anyway.
Well, he's got my permission to shoot the 9 because I get the idea that if you hit it anywhere good, the cue ball's going to go long and safe. I think you got to shoot this.
He's pushing.
Oh, he's daring Alex. Okay, Alex, you want to shoot the 9? He might. He might. Very tempting. Good push out, by the way. This has got the guy thinking. What do you do here? You let Neil shoot again, or do you get up and shoot the 9? He's
Yeah.
thinking. He almost said, "Go back," but now he wants to shoot.
Yeah, I think I shoot this for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. It looks like the cue ball's going long. He's looking at it. He's going to shoot it.
He calls the extension, so he's at least
He's
considering
going to shoot
it seriously.
it, I believe. Maybe not. Now he looks like he's going to bank it perpendicular. Oh, he shot the 9 all right. It might be fatal.
Well,
No, he froze him.
This is the reason to play play the shot is because sometimes you get this arrangement of the balls about 15% of the time, so that adds to the math. If you think you're 20 or 30% to play safe or 20 or 30% to play the offensive shot, those figures are equal, but then when you factor in the extra 15% of the time that you get safe anyway, and inadvertent safe like this, it makes the offense far more mathematically rewarding. Gonna rub the 3, bring the cue ball down table, little inside spin behind the 9.
I think it's going to come out.
Yep, that was the idea.
Yeah, he left the 3. Niels is dancing around, not feeling happy about that, even though he's laughing.
Yeah, that wasn't the happy dance for
No,
sure.
He sold out. Not a bargain, but he sold out. You don't want to give a player like Alex any chance.
I know earlier we mentioned that Alex is sponsored by OBQs, but I don't know that I mentioned Kamui Tips
And chalk.
and Chalk.
I'm a believer in the chalk, you know. They sponsor me a little bit, Kamui does, and I'm so happy with the piece of chalk I have. I've been using it a year and a half, and it's well worth it.
Great product. I know a lot of the pros swear by it.
I do. Well, he has a little something to do here. He's got to miss the 6. He's looking at that. If he cuts this ball in, it's going to be tough to miss the 6.
Is he queuing up with inside English? Looks
Yeah,
like.
he's got to try to miss the 6 and go 2 rails. See, he hit the 6 and he held it enough for the ball. Now he can go 1 rail and play the 6 in the corner.
Danny's talking about bringing the cue ball
Yeah,
up
let's
to the
show it.
center.
Let's show it. You know, they don't know what corner we're talking about, but he could shoot this ball in here and bounce right to here. That's what he's going to try to do. That's what he needs to do because that'll get him ideal position to the 8.
Laying very natural for that shot. These guys try to default towards letting the cue ball go where it wants to go, although he's queuing up low, Danny.
I don't know. He'll go to the center, though. Oh, I don't like that hit. He went too far now. My shot, I think, was a little bit better, but,
Yeah.
you know, he's up there playing, and he's playing great, so we can't second-guess him. But he's a mile away. You don't want to be a mile away on this. Look at this. And he might even brush the 9 now going forward.
It's a hard shot, but that 9 ball really complicates it because it's right in your line of vision and it's bothersome all the way through. So now we get a good look to see how solid his stroke holds together.
Well,
on
he's
this.
going to brush the 9 and go to the 8. There's no doubt about that. Except he tried to power it in. 9's in the way.
A little hasty on the transition from
It was
backswing to
very
foreswing.
rare. He was hasty. You're right. Okay, what does Alex do? Shoot it in the corner and draw it back, or go 1 rail in the side? I like the side. Less work to do, easier shot. But he's doing it in the corner, and he's going to draw the ball back.
Get another good look at how still he remains throughout this shot.
Nice shot.
Awesome. Awesome technique employed there. I guess that's why he's so effective on a 6x12 table.
I would have dogged it and shot it in the side. That's why I'm doing commentary now, Mark.
Well, with that, Alex Pagulayan 3, Niels Feijen 4. Good job there, though. Alex is saying something to Ken Schulman about the distraction in the background, and he also had a word with the shot clock keeper. I don't know. Alex is a bit animated, but he's certainly not heated in any way. He's just discussing with
Oh,
Niels.
he's looking at the person that sharked him, I think. No, is that what he's talking about? You lip reading?
No, I'm not. I'm not able to. I'm just saying it's a mild discussion. Just maybe even a rules clarification is what it's coming down to right now.
I don't really think it's about someone who sharked him. You can't do that.
No, I don't. And Alex isn't like that. You know,
No.
Like you said, he doesn't make excuses. He's probably just trying to get the idea of could he have taken another 40 seconds without being penalized because he was distracted, or did he have to continue to shoot? It might have been something as simple as that.
I don't know, but I don't like making a fan feel self-conscious. He might not come back again.
Well, it was something in the hallway. It might have even been an employee of the casino. But nonetheless, everything seems settled. Everything's good.
He's only one game behind, and it's his break.
Ken Schulman's now talking to the shot clock keeper, and he was kind of indicating something. I think Alex doesn't want the shot clock to start until he has unfettered access to the table, as if his opponent's lingering in the area, the shot clock shouldn't start. I think that might have been part of what the discussion was about. Everybody seems pretty clear about it now. So here we go. Pagulayan breaking here. Game number 8, trailing by 1 game. Good square hit. Nothing finds the pocket.
Made nothing, and he left a cut on the 1.
A very thin cut. I don't know. It'll be tough to get position for the 2. He may have to settle for something long unless he can spin with right-hand English here.
I think he could, and that's what he'll do, because as long as he goes wide of the side, he's going 1 rail to the 2, but the 1 is not a hanger. But Niels hits this shot pretty well.
And 2 rails to the 2 ball.
Yeah,
That's
2
what
rails.
Danny meant.
2
I know what
rails.
he meant,
2
but I
rails.
just wanted to clarify it for those.
Yeah. Got to hit 2 rails. Well, he's hesitating. Not an easy thing to do, but if you do it, that might be the one shot of this rack that wins the rack.
Big shot here. He chooses his extension early. That way he doesn't have to feel rushed in any fashion.
Hell, he cut it, and he went to the 2.
Beautiful shot.
He's got the angle on the 2 to get to the 3, and that's what you got to do. You need an angle for an angle. You don't just play the ball and try to get straight on the next one. You got to get the proper angle on the next one to get to the next one. That's how you play pool.
Amateurs oftentimes like to get straight in because it makes them feel more confident about their ball pocketing. But
Yeah.
pros, they're not worried about ball pocketing. They're worried about handling the cue ball, and the angle gives them so many more options.
Well, he's got to come back and leave an angle on the 4 to go 1 rail to the 5, and that would take care of this rack.
Very clean strike of the ball.
And he's got enough angle to bounce. He's got to hit it a little harder than he would like to, but he does have the angle to go 1 rail to the 5. He's going to have to hit it with a little speed. Oh, he might even draw it. He might draw it 2 rails back. That's what he did.
English grabs, bringing him straighter on the 5.
Yeah, he did very well with that. But he's got to do it very well again. I think he can bounce between the 6 and 7 and play the 6 and the side. Oh, he killed it and he played it in the corner now. That's good. The the cue ball has to travel. Of course, the best control you have. That's what he did. He didn't want to bounce and shoot it in the side.
Well, I think he might have a little bit the wrong angle here, which makes getting on the 8 just a little tougher.
Yeah, he would like to get straight in on the 7, and the angle he got on the 6 will stop that.
Yeah, it looks like now he can just roll ahead. No, he's going all the way down table.
Yeah, he wants to get straight in on 7. That's very good thinking. As long as you are not gambling on missing, get the right angle on the next ball.
2 stop shots consecutive forthcoming, and then a little bit of roll straight up to the 9 ball.
Perfect.
This 9 ball in. Niels regains a 2-game lead, 5 games to 3. Looking out on the outer table, I see Mike DeShane warming up. He's always interesting to watch warm up because he warms up by hitting every ball as hard as he can with tons of spin. Really loosens up his stroke. More and more fans now filing into the TV arena. A race to 9. This time the pink 4 ball will be the wing ball that's most likely to be made.
Yeah, that's what's been happening. It didn't happen in the other match. The wing ball did not go in. Here is the pink 4.
Big long swing here from Niels.
Oh, it didn't go in that time.
Really tattooed him square 9 ball.
Oh, he almost made the 9.
And look at this.
Made noise. That's all he made.
7 balls on the far side of the side pocket. Many of them even still have more power. Niels shrugs his shoulders as he leaves, disappointed. When you hit him that square and get that much ball action, you're really unfortunate if you don't find one into the pocket. Broke dry, so Alex will be...
He's banking this perpendicular to the end rail. He might get him with the 8, the 7, and that's what he did. And he got him with the 8 and the 7. Got to hit the ball.
Very deliberate approach here.
Good hit. Look, he's going to get a little bit of a break with the cue ball. Nope, he left the one.
There's a lot of ways to come out of it. Fortunate Niels bends over to examine to see if it's one ball's partially blocked.
Well, could he go one rail now to the 2? Because you don't want to go 2 rails. The balls are in the way doing that. I don't know if he has the proper angle, but he'll have a little bit of a cut. Look where the 3 is sitting. That's not sitting too good.
Yeah, very tricky. It's an interesting shot here. He might really try to do something with this. No, he's rolling it. 2 cushions out.
Yeah, now what?
Yeah, this does not transfer easily to the 3 ball. I don't think he may end up playing a safety from here. Or play position to play a safety. I don't think he can play position to run out.
Well, I'll tell you what I like. Let me show you this.
Okay, let's see it. I'm interested too.
You make the 2.
Yes.
You make the 2, bounce over to here, and you play the billiard on the 9 and bounce this out.
Oh, I see. You're playing the cue ball.
You play the cue ball billiard.
On the 9.
Well, he didn't quite. He was trying to kill it and hold it for the side, which he didn't do, and I don't think he has the billiard either. I don't think he can hit the right side of the... You see my shot? It would have even been safe, probably.
Yeah.
What do you do now? He got funny now. Can he hit the 3 on the right side? If he could, he still has that. I like it. I like it because no matter where the 3 stops, it's going to be a little tricky for the next player. Seeing that the 4 is funny. Yeah, a little bit harder, and there would have been no doubt about it. I think he's still got it. I think he's playing the 9. He ought to play the 9. You see what I mean? No matter where the 3 goes, it's going to be tough to make the 3 and fall on the 4. Well, if he's got it, you got to shoot it. I like his end of it. I would bet he'd make it.
We're about ready to find out what he's intending to do.
No, he couldn't hit it on that side, so he played a great save.
That's a great shot. Danny, in all the years you've been around, what's one of the happiest pool rooms you've ever been in? One that really made you feel good to go play?
Well, there's 2 answers to that because you can also say which was the best for action, and that was the pool room in Detroit. You know, every weekend millions changed hands, but the happiest pool room, I would have to be when I first went to California, when pool was going good right after the Hustler. Everybody was happy and playing pool.
But there wasn't a specific room that you always...
Not really. Not really.
There was always some pool rooms that always just kind of give you a happy feeling when you go in there, and it was good competition, but it wasn't about money. So
well, that was, like I say, in California, the stars were in the pool room. The billiard den, that might be the best one on Santa Monica Boulevard. You know, a lot of the stars went there, which would make you happy.
Yeah, sure. 3 cushion kick there. Niels makes a legal hit.
Yeah, but he sold out. Well, he really didn't. The 6 is in the way.
Did you ever play pool with any of the stars there?
Sure. I used to play with Jimmy Kahn. I played him 100 to 20. He couldn't play at all. Fred Astaire wouldn't play with me, but I wouldn't dance with him.
All right, Alex. Lining up something on the 3 ball. Is he playing a carom on the 6, a combination, or a safety? That's the 3 choices.
He's playing the 6, I would say.
He is.
And
Boy,
making
that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he got thin on the 3 now, so now it makes position on the 4 a little bit difficult.
Very pure hit, though. That object ball did not even fuzz the side of the pocket on its way entering. Little high right hand English. Try to come 2 cushions, Andrea in between the 8 and 9.
The 8 and the 7 getting away here, maybe. You want to go on the inside and hit the 7 on the nose, maybe.
He hit a little thin. He overcut it a hair.
Yeah, that's not going to be great. He's got a bank. He's got an excellent bank.
Particularly,
I expect him to make the bank.
And the cue ball is led to the 5 ball by banking the bank. 3 cushions.
And he got good. He wanted to get straight on this ball, but he'll manage to figure out a way to do it. Straight would have been the nuts. You know what the nuts is, folks? That's when you can't miss.
This is a little awkward back cut that sometimes rubs funny.
He's going between the 7 and 8 1 rail.
Very well executed.
He did it very, very nice. And what do you do with the 8 now if you got straight in? Yeah, you're not going to play the combination 8-9. Good shot. Good shot. I didn't think he had that angle, but he made a good shot.
He kind of manufactured the angle by using the left part of the side pocket there.
Right. That's exactly what he did.
Great shot. Now look at him, stretched out there. And with that, he now trails in the match 5 games to 4. Good out there. Tough combination, tough position, great. Nice bank. Yeah, this is...
We're going to show the combination that made Alec when he made that combination on the 6. That was a good shot. When they go in, they look easy. This was not easy.
Off
He hit
angle
it
from that
perfect.
range.
He hit it perfect. And the next shot got funny, and he got to the bank.
And then the next shot got funny because he got the awkward position, but then played that and ran out very nicely. Okay, well, the pink 4 ball's on the opposite side this time. That's the wing ball. Alex would love to generate a little offense from his break. Well, pink
1 ball.
and the 4 ball went opposite.
And look
rattled
at,
the
this is
pocket.
position while you wait.
Well, I don't
I
know.
don't know. He doesn't have an angle. I think he can make the 2, but he doesn't have the right angle to get on the 3. The 3 might not even pass. Well, how's the 3-9 in the side pocket?
Yeah,
Is that close?
If he can get over there where he could kick into the back of the 3-9 goes towards the side pocket, but the 3 also could possibly find the corner pocket as a carom. He might also bank the 2 cross side to get position. And he might just play safe rather than take all that risk on.
Oh, you're right. The 9 is not straight inside pocket anyway, so that kick is gone. But he can play a good safe. If he can make the 2, he has a great safe off the 3, going behind the 8 and the 6 and the 7. Let's see if he makes the 2, then we can point it out what I'm talking about. Part 1, make the 2.
Alex has used his extension now. Able to roll it straight in. That's all he had. There was not an angle to
now
it.
we got the picture. Here's what I like. Off of this ball, here, and maybe all the way over to here. I think he's got that. Or he can hit it straight on. But he shot my shot. Did he get behind the 8? No. I think he left a shot, too. Even though it's a mile away, he did leave a shot.
His next ball is right next to the 3. That would be the 5 ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do a lot for position, but he does have to do a lot for pocketing the ball.
Tough shot. He's only had 1 game, so it isn't like he feels like he's rolling. And I don't know if he could shoot the 3 and hit the 5. I don't think that lays. I think it's going to glance past the 5 if he shoots it. Doesn't have to shoot it, by the way. He can bank it between the 5 and 9 and go maybe behind the 9. He's got a pretty good safe if he does that. Oh, he tried to do that. Look at this. That's a sellout.
It was a very complex attempt at a safety because he had so much distance between them. But
Yeah, he was trying to knock it between the 2 balls, but he didn't hit it good. Now they're in the hole. I heard someone yell Johnny on the other table, and they're yelling and clapping, so Bromberg must have won. And this is, his area of the country, and he has a lot of fans. He might have won. That's a big win for him.
Low right, 2 cushions out of the corner.
Watch outside pocket. Watch outside pocket. Oh, no problem. Never a doubt. Now he's got to cut on the 6 and go 2 rails to the 7 in the same pocket, I believe.
Goes over to measure it up.
Yeah, you can't kill it for the side for the 7. You're going 2 rails, played in the 7 in the same pocket as the 6.
No, he measured up the side.
He did. And he got there. Good shot. Good shot. And he got the angle to bounce right out.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Perfect alignment here.
He can go 2 rails forward and play the 9 in that corner to the right.
A little high right-hand English, 2 cushions.
No,
No,
he's
1
not.
cushion.
He went 1. That's okay. That's okay.
We're so accustomed to seeing these players come 2 cushions into their position rather than the 1 cushion
Well,
leads across their lane.
If the 9 were closer to the rail, that's the way he would have gone. But when the ball's like this, 2 rails, you might have got on the cushion and not have a good shot. Here, he at least has a shot at the money here. I imagine he'll make it.
Good hit
Tie ball game.
with that shot. 5 games apiece. We've got a race to 4, see who advances. I believe both players have 1 defeat in this event, so that means that one of them will be packing their bags, Danny.
Yeah, we can say that now because this is the final tournament of the whole affair. You know, you can't say it in bank pool in one pocket, but the loser of this match can pack his bags.
Pretty interesting format at the Derby City. As we look on, is Pagulayan breaking here. Game number 11. And that's where, after each round is complete, they redraw the entire group. So you never know who you might play next. And in fact, you may even sometimes play the same guy you just played again.
Possible. That's right. It's possible.
There's no other tournament that we play in all year that has that type of a format other than the other tournament that they just devised called the Southern Classic. It's in Tunica, Mississippi. It's a remake, a twin brother to this tournament.
Well, he made 2 balls on the break. He got a little bit funny. I don't know if he can go forward and miss the 5 ball.
And
He might have to draw this ball.
But going draw, he also has to brush the 4 ball. So
Yeah,
one way or
got
the
a
other.
good chance. It's nothing easy here.
This is where you really have to have some mental strength and not be distracted by those object
But
balls.
he is drawing the ball but with a little left, I believe.
He was
And
able
he did
to
it
thread
very
past
nicely, too. Look
Good
at this.
shot. Good shot.
Yeah, very good shot.
Starting to find his comfort zone, too. I could tell just by the way he paced around the table.
Well, it's a little more comfortable when it's 5-5 instead of 3-0.
Finding his nice tempo here. See,
Perfect.
stuns the cue ball over there pretty. Good shot.
He still has some work to do because the 7's in a funny spot.
7, 8, 9. Requiring some position play. A little bit of shot making. The 4 and 5, not such a big deal. Did
Oh, I
he
don't
stun
know.
enough? I don't know. He might have got pretty straight or pretty flat on
He
this
did.
ball. Yeah.
He's going to have to play the 7 in the far corner to get to the 8. That's tricky. Anytime you got to go by that point of the side. He has a little angle to hit the end rail. I don't know if he wanted to do this, but he's going to have to play the 7 up the stream past the side.
Might try to cheat the pocket a little bit. Oh boy. Powered up on it. That was
Now he lost the straight in angle to get to the 8. Now it's really tough. Yeah, he doesn't like it. He's bouncing around with that I don't like it look. Yeah, I don't think you can cut this in the corner. I mean, you could, but
well, I think he is because he figures that he can get some distance if he misses it. So he'll hit this with top spin, a little bit of left English. Power up 2 cushions, drop on the 8 if he
try to
makes
hit
it.
the 9 on the second rail.
Pretty shot there. World-class shot.
No good.
No position. Well, look at that. It fell in there pretty good. He might be able to just thread past the 9, or he can play a combination on the 9.
You think the 8 goes by the 9?
Perhaps not.
Oh,
He's
if it
examining
does, that's the shot.
He's examining both. He's got the combination or the straight. No,
Looks like he's playing the 8. No, he played the 9.
effortlessly.
Nothing wrong with that.
Very quick. And with that shot, Alex Pagulayan takes his first lead of the match at 6 games to 5. Good shot on that 7 ball, Danny.
Well, the reason I thought he was shooting the 8 is because he shot it so quick. He didn't even eyeball it, the combination. But it went in, and he took the lead first time.
How about the 7 ball, though? I mean, wasn't that a shot?
Oh, great. Great shot.
He hit it so
Great
pure
shot.
that might have gone in on a snooker table. Okay, Alex. Well, he's coming over to this side of the table to break again. 4 balls on the wing. Had some pretty good results from here last time. Good square hit. 1 ball found the pocket.
Where are you two?
2's rolling, coming up for position.
Oh, good. He's got it. He's got the 2. He can go 2 rails now to the 3 in the side.
Side rail, back
Yeah.
out to the center of the table. If he finds that position, he's really going to be looking good to run out.
It's automatic, it looks like to me. That's exactly where the cue ball is going.
A little bit of right-hand English would be helpful. This is going to be real good.
Yep.
That's ball in hand, yeah.
Look at the 4 and the 5. He can go to the end rail off
Yeah.
the 4 to get to the 5 to get to the 6.
He's got very natural angles here. He's not going to
Yeah.
have to artificially manufacture one.
Yeah, he don't have to do anything but keep making the balls.
These are all be rolling ball hits.
Got to go to the end rail now with the cue ball. That'll give him the perfect angle to go to the 6.
These guys love to play angles where the direction's automatic to their position. Then it's just an issue of speed control rather than trying to create speed control with direction. Take direction out of the equation by playing the proper angle.
There it is.
Now, it's just down to the end rail here. Use a little bit of left-hand English. Probably go to the end rail first after he hits the side rail rather than side rail, side rail. This be side rail, end rail.
That's going to be good.
Like it to release just a little bit. Could have used another inch, but he's okay.
This is a little bit tricky. It's a little tricky. You know, I don't know if he wants to go 3 rails in between the 7 and 8 and then play the 7 in the right-hand corner, but it's thin enough to do anything. Yeah, he shot the shot I called. Look at this. That's a
Perfect.
pretty good hit.
Yeah, perfect execution. Alex Pagulayan, one of the very rare pros that plays with his grip hand behind straight up and down at impact with the cue ball. So while you're watching here, you might look for that. The only other pro I see do that with any good effect is Dave Matlock.
Hell, that's a name we haven't seen in a while.
Good position here. One cushion down, perfect speed. Drifts right into the perfect ideal zone. Nine balls in. That's the first break and run out of the match as Alex Pagulayan extends his lead 7 games to 5. Great call here by Danny as he said 3 cushions between the 7 and 8. Comes around.
Perfect.
Just back to the center of the table. That's all he's looking for.
Again, he couldn't have put it better with his fingers.
That was a very well played break and run out. You love it when you get a ball in on the break, get a shot, and then you convert that into a score, you know, rather than you have to gunfight with these other guys. The only way to distinguish yourself between great players is to keep them sitting in the chair. Okay, this time the brown 7 ball is the wing ball.
And it went right in.
Look how good he centered up the cue ball.
Where are you, one? He said.
He centered up the cue ball beautiful.
Oh, I think he's in good shape here.
Yeah.
He's going to have to go 1 rail, though. He can't draw the ball to the 2. I think he has to go 1 rail.
Just top spin down, yeah.
Yep.
Really getting some momentum going his way.
He did it very nicely because when he gets on the 2, it's automatic going to the 3.
Even
3
though,
to the 4 might be a little bit tricky.
and usually you don't want the cue ball along the rail, but in this case he has the ideal angle that it's not really that big of an impediment because he
Not
can
at
just
all.
roll it in. Although he does need to fall pretty nice on the 3 to transfer easily to the 4.
Yeah.
So he goes and takes a look at that. He might go with a little inside spin. Yeah, a little inside spin, 2 cushion position. Hit a little heavy, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to find himself a little
Yeah.
short of where he wanted to be.
He's on the 50-yard line is where he is.
Yeah, he would have liked to have gone another foot of
Straight
travel.
in, he would have been fine. Now what do you do?
He may end up playing a billiard on the 5 ball.
Well, tell me this with a stroke. Let me show you this. With a real good stroke, he can pocket this ball and maybe go 1, 2 to here. But he would have to hit it pretty hard. But he has that.
Well, I think he'd rather go draw. If he was going to try to pop it, I think he'd go low left.
No, I don't think so. He's going my shot. He is. He's going my shot definitely. Oh, no, he drew it like you said. He's playing for the combination, which I don't really care for.
He overshot it, too. Oh,
Yeah.
he fouled. He fouled, Danny.
Yeah.
He double hit the cue ball. Boy, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see that on a replay.
Yeah, we got to see what he
From
did
our
wrong there.
vantage point, I think he bumped it down. That is very peculiar. We have yet to see that. Or was it a shot clock violation? Absolutely uncertain as to what happened. Might have been because I heard a little voice in the background there. Maybe the shot clock ran out. But anyway,
Niels likes it.
yes, he's all for whatever it was that happened.
Yeah.
Very peculiar. If it was a shot clock violation, there was really no reason for it because he certainly had the.
We got to see it. We got to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see him foul any balls. So
He had an extension, and there was no reason to not use it if it was starting to run down.
we got to see that again.
Okay, yeah. We were on the overhead, so you didn't get to see the clock.
But we could see if he fouled it or not.
I'm informed now that it was a shot clock violation.
We're informed there was definitely a shot clock. The only other one I've seen do that was Urkoto. Well, like we said, Niels liked it because he was getting out of the match here. He was 2 games behind. He's going to be 1 game behind.
Good shot there. The score now 7-6, as opposed to what might have been 8-5. Niels is going to take a timeout. Player timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, we had a player's timeout. Alex Pagulayan had the crowd laughing. He was entertaining everyone, making it a little bit less boring.
There he is. He has fun, though.
He does.
And that's what I tell people to do. All you players, you're not going to electric chair, so have fun.
Niels Feijen breaking, trailing in the match 6-7. Now he's switched over to Alex Pagulayan's side of the table. This time the 6 ball is the wing ball.
No wing ball that time.
Yeah, he mishit the head ball a little bit. He hit him hard, but he didn't get all the
He
energy.
glanced it a little.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he didn't sell out. He didn't make a ball on the break. But he did make a ball. Yeah, there's a ball missing. Yeah, he made something.
Yeah. No, he didn't. It's a 9 ball, Nanny. Is he banking the 1 ball at the 6?
I don't know.
The
Oh, I
answer
didn't
is
see
yes.
the 6 hanging. That's why I called it. Look at that. Oh, he needs this ball to hang to get better position on the 2, I believe. But it's tough to play position off a ball that deep in the pocket.
All right. He may have to draw out of there, or he may be able to go a little bit low right-hand English. Looks like he's drawing straight up out of there.
Tough position. Very
Yeah,
tough.
tough shot. Either way. He might attack the 2-ball with the cue ball here.
See, if you hit it high and you hit the 1 and you hit the rail immediately, the high will retain and you'll go nowhere. And I don't think he has much of a thin hit because that ball is very deep.
I feel like he's going to draw the cue ball right straight at the 2.
Right. He's got to do that. He's got to hit it full and draw. But he's doing something else. I don't like cutting it. Well, he got to the side pocket. That's pretty good.
Yeah, gorgeous shot. Nice speed, nice control, very conservative. No way to be hooked.
That was a good shot. And he played that, too. Look at this. He's going to have an angle on the 3 to go to the 4.
Good shot there. Nice get on the 2. Like Danny said, perfect angle.
Leave a little angle on the 4 now to bounce out for the 5. And this rack, 7 to the 8 to the 9, no problem.
Placing 2 cushions.
He got perfect.
Picked up the right angle. That enabled him to get a little closer to the 4-ball.
I think he can bounce out. Well, he could really go forward, too, because the 5 goes in the other corner pocket. Either way, I don't think there's any problem. Top player is going to get out either way. Looks like he's pounding it. I don't know. No, that was the other way. Now he's going to draw the ball 1 rail just to get closer to the 7. You know, he don't have to do that, but if you can get close to the next ball without gambling on missing, that's what you should do. He's going to draw at 1 rail to get closer. That's what he did. That little bit he's closer is very effective.
Oh, it improved it, his position, and even though he can make either shot, you feel better about the fact that you played position rather than just had to settle for position.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's the thinking.
The psychological aspect of this is so big. Nice stop shot there. There's really nothing in his way now.
No, he's going to get on the hill.
Roll the 8-ball into the side pocket, end rail, bounce back out. This 9-ball would put Alex on the hill. As it goes down, he leads 8 games to 6.
He played a solid match here because he got behind 3-0 to start with. Now he's on the hill first. Feijen needs to win 3 in a row. That's tough to do against a good player unless you get to the break and run the 3 games.
We'll get to see Alex's final break of the match momentarily as he racks the balls. Alex, the only player thus far with a break and run out. That is such a big weapon when you're playing someone of near equal skills. Powders up, grabs his break cue, applies a little chalk. All right. Doesn't take quite as much time over the break as some players do, but he does lock in carefully with the aim. 9-ball on the break to win the match.
He wins the match on the
Very
break.
exciting. Good square hit. Yeah.
You know when that happens, you kind of feel bad, happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a mixed emotion.
Yeah. Not much that we can really say that there was a mistake by either player throughout the match that was really hideous, other than maybe the shot clock violation by Alex.
What's he doing? He's entertaining everybody. Look at this. He's going to jump and kick the ball. He's going to make the ball. Look at that. Alex likes to entertain. Look at that. Nice try. No, you know what? When you do a shot like this, you don't have to do it twice. They're entertained. He chalked up his shoe. Yeah, well, when you do this, you don't have to make it. It's entertaining. The showman. He can jump, by the way.
I see
He can
that.
jump the length of the table from standstill.
Yeah, he has a nice vertical leap there. Okay, well, that concludes our match here from the Derby City Classic. Any rebroadcast or republication without ACCUSTATS express consent is strictly prohibited. From Danny Diliberto, Mark Wilson, good night, drive safely.